What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. I know during these uncertain times I post very infrequent. However, when I do see things that are of interest, I will post about it, and here we are. Anyways, if you guys do like this content, a very good thing to do would be like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Once we hit 1,000 subscribers, I will start doing live streams here on YouTube, as well as on that first stream, we will be doing a $1,000 giveaway. So definitely drop that subscribe. Anyways, getting into the TA, we're checking out FTM Fantom. So with Fantom here, you can see we have been having a pretty strong pullback on the weekly. We are out of overbought territory. Very nice to see that. We have no hidden bearish divergence. Good to know. On the weekly, we have backtested our 200 simple moving average for the first time ever since we broke through. So let's just see what could happen in the coming days or weeks. Based off your major overhead resistance and supports, it does look like on the weekly we could be coming down to try and test this 44.65 level. However, we do have these other levels of interest that are like these yellow lines that could actually hold us up, as it did on the first huge drop here. We got held just like before, but noted that was the 200 weekly moving average. We do have Bitcoin's halving coming in the coming days, hours, whatever, but now the big thing is a lot of people don't realize normally the halving does not have positive price action on Bitcoin. Could this time be different? Maybe, but you know what, you always go with the trend, and currently right now we are in a short-term downtrend, and so momentum driven assets will usually keep going with the momentum. Going into, and noted, with that being said, if Bitcoin does take another little spill, you're going to see things like FTM, for instance, take a much harder fall. But you can see we've had a sharp drop, then we are consolidating. This is indicating to me we could see a little bit more downside, and so with that being said, I am looking for downside potential. We are not in oversold territory on the daily. However, we are in bearish control zone. So there is a possibility we get a little pop up, possibly backtesting the 50 simple on the daily. But I do kind of think that's unlikely based off lower time frames, in which I already looked at. But looking at FTM like this, it does show you came up, you pulled down, you got lower lows, lower highs, so the momentum is down. And if we also look at this kind of as like a channel, you're going to see really well what could happen in the coming days. Let's pull this back real quick, get the entirety of this channel here. So you can see the low, the high, you utilize the heart line as long as you could, you tried to fall below it, tested the top one more time before falling through. Now this heart line is actually going to act as a demand line, so this could actually hold us down for a while, but I am thinking we might be seeing much lower prices, and it could take a while to play out, but we could see another test of the bottom of the channel, anywhere between a 28 and a 33% drop is possible. Now keep this in mind. If we do break the heart line, we will be looking to test the top of the channel, and then of course we would look for another drawdown to retest this heart line as support. At least that's what I will be looking for. I don't know if the traders are going to do that, but that's what I like to see. Anyways, let's go ahead and check out the 4-hour time frame. Now this is where the drawdown really becomes apparent. So I know a lot of people are wondering how far could it go. This might get a little scary, but you know, it is crypto. So you can see we have a very distinct demand line here. Very distinct, but we do have a support, which I do believe we might have lost the support recently. Right there, we did lose it, and we have a formal back test on the 4-hour, and it looks like we are starting to continue that downward momentum. As of right now, as of the time of recording, of course. But measured moves we will be looking at is this as a bear pennant. You could see a short move of about 30% downside. Now the bigger move that could possibly happen would be the entire length of this, in which that could possibly bring the price all the way down to 29.01 for FTM. 4 hour is saying that the continuation down could happen. So, we got to just stay with the trend, is what it is. Let's go ahead and check the 1 hour. Your 1 hour stochastic, it tried to start pushing back up, but it is noticing resistance is strong here. Now this former supply line is acting as a resistance. So that leads me to believe this 30% downside could be coming into play. Would I put a trade in for the whole 30%? No, I wouldn't. I would be looking to find a bounce either off the 63.65, the 56.96, or even the 53.62. We could see something like a drop straight down, bounce up, maybe even backtest all the way up here, get some hope, and then trade sideways before seeing more downside. But considering momentum has been down, I am thinking this 44.65 could be tested. Mainly because on the weekly time frame, you can see we broke through it and we never back tested it after the breakthrough. We just took off. So now I do believe we're going to try and get that confirmation, and if the price does get down to 44.65, that would be a great entry in my eyes, because then you not only have your 50 simple, but you also have your 100 simple being utilized as support. And of course the narrative is going to be like, oh, it's just going to go to zero, it's going to go back down to 1867. Not usually how things work. I do believe since we got out of this accumulation range, a back test as support would be a great spot to enter. And noted, easy spot to put a stop loss right below that, because you want nothing to do with it if it drops below that 44.65. Anyways, this is what I see out of FTM right now. FTM does look like it could drop another 30%, anywhere between 30 and possible 50% drop. Don't be scared, don't be alarmed. We are still in a bull run. Just understand these dips are very common, especially in altcoins. So don't get scared out of the market based off of a little drop. It has a lot more upside potential after it. This is just healthy price action. Anyways, if you do enjoy the content, please like and subscribe to the channel. Also, if you need an exchange, join me on Fairdesk. I'm partnered up with Fairdesk. I do copy trading on there, as well as you can do a lot of futures trading. There's huge plethora of things. There's no KYC, but if you use the link in the description down below, you get VIP status level 1, and then it does bring down your overall fees. So you can enjoy that. Not to mention, $80,000 withdrawal limit daily with non-verified accounts. I feel like that's a good little reason to be in there. We will be doing a lot more copy trading in the near future. Currently, I am in on this trade with the copy traders. We are looking to take very minimal profits of 80% because I am in recovery mode based off the awkward price action that happened last week. Anyways, hopefully you guys are having a great day, great evening, great afternoon, wherever you might be. Make sure your stop losses are tight. Catch you in the next one.